AC. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Let's start with a simple meditation. Let's close the eyes. Sit with your back straight. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Take a couple of deep breaths. As you breathe in energy. And as you breathe out the stress that you might be feeling in your body. Just try to scan the whole body to see if there's any hint of pain or stress, a strain. And every time you breathe out, try to breathe out the pain and try to breathe out the stress. Take a couple of relaxed breaths here and stay with your breath. And slowly now let's come back to the present. Rub your hands. Place them on your eyes. And let's start. Yeah. So good evening, everybody. And thank you so much for joining today's session. So we're going to talk about why we shouldn't be fearing cancer. Because as cancer has become very common these days. But do we fear it and get frightened when somebody has to face this situation? Or can we find a way by which we can just handle it and try to get over it and move forward in our lives? Yeah, I'm not audible. Let me check the volume. Let me check the volume. I think I'm not audible. Can you hear me now? Okay. So some people can hear me. We could hear you before as well. Okay. Okay. So I think you need to check your. Yeah. So let's continue with this. Right. So thank you so much for joining in for today's session. So if we can mute everyone, yeah. It'll be easier, I guess. Mute हो गया सब लोग. Everybody's on mute now. Yeah. Yes. So as we had just started about why cancer should not be feared. So in Nature Cure, when we talk about what is disease, how do I change the? Yeah. As per Nature Cure, most of you here, I think, are a bit familiar with the philosophy of Nature Cure. And if not, let me just make it clear about what the basic philosophy of Nature Cure says. Generally, we get to hear different names of diseases. But as per Nature Cure, there's only one disease. And that is nothing but toxins accumulated in your body. When you have toxins in your body, they can behave like irritants and they can lead to different states of dis-ease or discomfort. And that is what we call a disease. So whether you call it a cold or cancer, they are all basically just one thing, and that is toxins in your body, which is what we also call as toxemia in other words. And as per Nature Cure, there's only one cure, and that cure is just to align in with nature and give your body all those inputs or things that the body needs to take care of itself, to heal itself or to cleanse itself of the toxins. Because what we believe is the body is capable of healing itself.
Swati, hi. Sorry to disturb you. If you can bit of Hindi in between of it, because my mom is attending this session and she's not able to English. She's not able to understand English. So if you can go with Hindi in between of it.
Okay. Okay, let me try to accommodate that. Okay, because that way I think it will become just too long if I keep translating every sentence. Or will it be all right if I can do this session once again in Hindi some other time? Because when I mix two languages, it becomes too long and sometimes it becomes a bit confusing for people. Yes, Seema, was this question from you? Okay, so let me continue with in English now. And I hope I'll do this again very soon in Hindi also, so that I can do full justice to what I'm talking about. Otherwise, if I try to talk in two languages, it's going to be very cumbersome for everybody, I guess. Yes, so as per nature, as you have seen any creature out there in nature, animals who are not under the control of human beings don't seem to be facing much of health issues like the way we are facing, or the way the animals that we are taking care of are facing. For example, nowadays you can see the petted dogs having health issues, like just like us, they also have sugar or diabetes or cancer also. So that's because all that you can actually just put to, or you can give the reason as the way we live or the way we eat. And when you look at the creatures who are in nature, or who are more living life in alignment with nature, then they don't seem to be facing as many issues as what we are facing. I can give you a very small example here. I live in a place, this is a small town, and in one part of the town, which is more populated, I can see lots of dogs, and every time the dogs give puppies, they are fed by the human beings around, and they are fed with biscuits or milk or something which is not basically naturally the dog's food. And what I see is these puppies don't really look very healthy. They will either look too skinny, their hair might have started to fall off, and in a little bit far away from my home, there's a space where it's just completely empty and it's full of only nature. There's not much of human activity there. And when I see any dog giving puppies there, and the puppies growing there in nature, who don't have anybody else to feed them, where they have to go out and hunt for themselves, those puppies will look healthy. Like their skin will be healthy, their hair will be healthy, and they will look healthy. So this is a major difference, a very, very simple one that I can share with you here. So this shows that the way we are living now has lots of ingredients in them, which actually are more of an encumbrance than of a support to our body. So this is the reason why there's a lot of toxic matter that's being collected in the body, and Just because the body is not able to eliminate it with time, we are having lots of issues here. And these issues can be given different names, from cold to cancer, whatever you might be suffering with. So when you just can see that there's some discomfort in your body, you just need to take care of it, and you just need to follow certain simple rules that nature has set for us. And let's take a look at what those rules are. Right. So you just need to look at your lifestyle and try to include certain things which may be missing in our lives, and try to exclude things which can be actually an encumbrance for our body's functioning. For example, if you look at the animals which are out there in nature, in the forest, or away from human habitats, they literally are living life exactly the way nature has expected them to live. Like, they literally follow the nature's protocols. They eat what they are supposed to eat. They live the way they are supposed to be living. And this can also be seen in just one simple example. When you look at those animals out there in nature, just by one look at them, you cannot even tell what age they can be. So that means that they are living their lives in perfect sync with nature. So now what do I do if I think I'm suffering from some kind of a major health issue, or toxemia, in other words, if I'm having some kind of a disease, then what should I do? First thing is, align your life more with nature. Just how nature would have expected us to live. Try to include the 5 elements into your life by, for example, the air, the sun, the water, the earth, and space, and also include living foods, and try to follow the protocols of rest and sleep as per your body's demands, and also include movement so that your body is able to eliminate all the toxins from the body. So when you try to be more in connected with getting more fresh air, getting more sun, or drinking, getting more fresh water through the fruits and the vegetables, when you're connected with the earth, and when you are practicing some fasting, and when you have included the living foods, the body is able to exactly function the way it needs to be functioning. When we are away from all these nature's elements, we actually deny ourselves of the energies or the cosmic energies that we are supposed to be getting from the sun, the water, the earth, and other nature's elements. And for every single activity of the body has to rely on only one thing, and that is our own vitality. And now you could ask me, like, what is vitality? Vitality is the pran shakti, or the life force that we are all born with. So everybody, when every single person is born, we are all born with a certain amount of vitality. Everybody has a different amount of vitality according to, depending on the amount of depending on the vitality of the mother and the father at the time of the conception. So whatever vitality I have, the best thing I can do is, I cannot try to increase my vitality. I cannot try to increase my pran shakti, but yes, I can try to use it well. I can try not to waste it and use it very intelligently, so that it is really helping me to helps my body to function better and keep myself healthy and alive as long as possible. So this vitality, when it has to do all the work of metabolizing whatever has gone in, whether it is food, or whether it is information, or whether it is any experience. So if every single thing, if your vitality only is going to be taken care of constantly, then the vitality is going to be drained a lot. And this is why we need to go out in nature, spend time in nature, get the sun's radiation directly, get in connection with the floor, the earth, walk barefoot in the earth and get the energies directly from nature, so that all the activities of the body don't have to constantly rely only on our vitality or only on our pran shakti. So once you start reducing the pressure on the pran shakti, then the body has enough time, or the body saves on enough vitality, which can go on further to start doing things which have not been done for a long time. For example, when we have a disease, like when we are having a health issue, that means that we have lots of toxins in the body, right? And that shows that your vitality has been so much occupied by just taking care of the inputs that it was not, it did not have enough time, or it couldn't be available to do all the elimination in time. And just because all the toxic matter could not be eliminated from the body properly, this led to the state of disease in your body. So once you start giving yourself that support, once you start getting more aligned with nature, once you start spending more time out there in nature, the body starts getting supported, and the vitality starts being conserved and not being spent constantly taking care of every single small activity that has to be done by your body. And when you start eating the living foods, that again helps the body to hydrate and start. It saves your time of digestion because you're eating raw fruits and vegetables. So there's not much vitality being spent on the processing or the metabolizing of the foods. And so the saved vitality again is going to help you to start cleansing the body and eliminating the toxic matter out of your body. And this again, rest and sleep again is going to do the same thing for you. And movement again is going to help you to remove the toxins, help you remove the toxins from the body. Yeah. Right. So there are some questions that had been sent to me. So let me just take one question after the other, and let me try to explain or give you proper answers for them. The one question that came to me was, is integral approach, like, is it possible, or is it better to do chemo or radiation therapy and nature cure together? Actually, it should be completely the person's choice who is facing the health issue, because going through the natural lifestyle might not be very easy for a person who does not really understand what this is all about. I may understand what nature cure is all about, and if I find somebody in my family who's facing with a diseased state, or who is facing a disease which is really very painful, if I try to suggest to that person that he or she has to go through this protocol, but if that person has not yet understood what this is about, then this might be a very difficult approach for them. So first, try to explain to them what nature cure is about and how this can help them to really eliminate the toxins and help them to really live a more comfortable and easier life. Then always it's best to take the integral approach only. So doing both the things together, the radiation therapy and nature cure together, I personally don't usually suggest that. I usually suggest that you just follow the nature's approach, because whether you take the radiations or not, ultimately you still have to get back to nature for the healing, because the body is going to heal itself, whatever other supports you're going to take or you're not going to take. Let me look at the next question. Okay. Next is when to decide to surrender to nature cure, if even in later stages, like, yes. Whether you're in stage 1 or stage 4 or stage 5, what we need to understand is, if you want to see to it that the body goes its natural process, like just goes through the natural process of having collected the toxins, and if it needs to eliminate all the toxins, following the protocols of nature, it makes it easier for the body to actually remove the toxins. So whatever the stage you are in, it's always good to follow the natural lifestyle alone. But if you think that this is going to be too much of a pain, like if the person is not going to be able to bear the pain, then it should be the person's choice, the person who is suffering from the issues, whether they want to follow this or not. Am I being clear, or is there any doubt here with anybody? Like, am I able to explain properly, or is anybody having any doubts here about what I'm saying? So there's no, okay, you're all muted, but you could just type the question, or you could just raise your hand and I can just unmute you. If anybody, okay, I'm being very clear. Fine, then I'll just continue. Okay. So as per my understanding, it's always good to go the nature's way, because this is the language that the body will understand, because body is a part of nature, and this is what the body can actually do what it needs to do the moment you support it, and it can just start removing the toxic matter. And this is the fastest way, if you ask me, though, even though it looks the longest, or even though it looks like it's taking a longer time to eliminate the toxins, but when you follow the path of nature, that is actually the shortest way, because this is what the body is actually looking out for. It is just looking out or waiting for you to follow the natural protocols so that it can start doing what it needs to do. Yeah. Yes. So this is also very, very important to understand that it is not just the physical body that we need to take care of, because it's not only about the toxic matter that you are holding on in your body. Usually any disease can be connected with suppressed emotions also, and a lot of mental stresses that you've gone through in life. So it's not always enough to just take care of your physical issues, or just decluttering your physical body, or healing your physical body. It's very important that you also try to talk to someone, or start journaling, or try to look into your life and see where you might be stuck, or what are the emotional issues that you might be carrying, or what are the emotional baggages that you might be carrying, and try to remove them from your body, because from your mind, because the moment your emotional suppressions are going to be released, the body is also going to be able to release the physical matter, toxic matter, because very often they are all bound to each other. The physical toxic matter is not going to be there standing on its own. It is also going to be there along with some suppressed emotions. So you have to start to help yourself to release the release the bundled up emotions, or the suppressed emotions that you might be carrying from your childhood. And sometimes I've also seen that everybody does not need to really know what suppressed emotions they're carrying, because you might be having certain just imprints of some suppressed emotions, or some suppressed pains from your childhood. As a child, you may have faced certain issues which you might not have been able to have understood what it is, but you might still be carrying the trauma. So you can try to heal them also by just getting some proper support for it. And once you come onto this path of natural healing, the body is actually able to release the suppressed emotions, or suppressed pains and traumas also. Yes. So there was somebody had asked me about how can fasting and autophagy help in healing cancer. Fasting helps a lot, but then fasting just cannot be done just like that. Like, I cannot just start fasting from day one just like that. first thing what we need to look at is, first we need to start hydrating, because unless the old toxic matter is well hydrated, it cannot start moving out. So first, for hydration, you have to go through the lifestyle changes. The lifestyle changes are trying to introducing the living foods in your daily day-to-day life. Stop having any cooked food, the grains and the seeds and nuts and stuff like that. Just include the fruits, vegetables, and the greens. And they have a lot of water, and which is the purest form of water, because it's got from the earth, and it has been transferred through the cells of the trees and plants through osmosis to the fruits and veggies. So this is the purest form of water, and it has a lot of live enzymes in it. So the body is able to really absorb it the fastest. So the more fruits and vegetables you're going to have, the body is going to get hydrated faster. And once your body is hydrated enough, you start with intermittent fasting first. Start with just following, giving yourself a gap of maybe 12 to 14 to 16 hours at night. Stop eating by 6 in the evening, and start eating maybe next day at 8 or 10, so that you've given your body enough of time to process whatever has already been put in there. And during this time of rest, the body can actually start breaking down the toxins and starting to eliminate it. So begin with intermittent fasting, and also go on in the daytime, eat lots of fruits and vegetables, so that the hydration is also happening at the same time. And with time, you can start with weekly once water fast. So slowly you build up your stamina. Slowly you just check if your body is ready for the fast. While fasting, if you're really facing a lot of disturbances or discomfort, then please don't do long fasts. Just do short fasts for maybe 24 hours or 36 hours at a time. And if you feel comfortable enough and confident enough, at the most, try to fast for maybe 72 hours. But let it be only water fast, and never try to do a dry fast until you are very, very sure that your body is hydrated enough. And you can be sure that your body is hydrated enough only when you know that when you're fasting, you're not feeling very thirsty. So I would suggest, before you go on a dry fast, just try to see to it that you are hydrating your body very well. And with time, you can, whenever the body tries to detox, there will be phases when the body will start doing simple detoxes initially. And with time, it will also do a major detox. Maybe you might get a fever, or you might have some kind of pains in your body. So whenever you are going through these kind of detoxes, you have to remember that this is the right time to go on a fast, because this is the time when the body is asking you to go on a fast. Whenever you're going through a detox, you will have certain instructions given to you by your body, like there might be pain in the body. If you're having fever, then you might have a temperature, and you might have a headache. Your mouth might be bitter. Your body will be giving you lots of instructions, which is just telling you that I don't want you to disturb my process, and please give me rest. So you just need to go into rest at all 3 levels. And the rest at 3 levels is nothing but fasting, not eating anything, and sleep, and do not involve in any kind of activities, or don't take up any kind of responsibilities. So you just need to go into rest at all 3 levels. And when you go into that rest mode, because that's what the body had demanded when it had started the detox thing. So once you go into the rest mode, all your vitality is concentrating only on the process of detox. It is not being used outside for any other normal, usual activity that otherwise it would be involving itself in. So once the body, you support your body every time it's going through a healing crisis by just going into a fast, then the body can start healing faster. Because you have started fasting when your body had asked you to fast. So when we are fasting on our own, let us just keep it short. But when your body has demanded for a fast, like for example, with a fever, then you better fast until your body again starts demanding you to start eating food. And this you can understand by just, even if your fever has subsided, you don't have to start eating immediately. You just need to see whether your real hunger has come back. And how can you know that, whether your real hunger has come back? You just need to take a look at the fruits available. And if you start, if your mouth starts watering, then that shows it that your body is ready to take in fruits now. And so you can start eating. If not, you wait for some more time until your digestive juices actually start asking for any food. Because until then, the body is still going through its detoxification. So it's good that you don't disturb it and just allow the detoxification to happen. And there have been many cases where I've got to know that with a fever, people have been actually able to cure many kinds of diseases, including cancer. But then these fasts are usually done for a longer duration. But then this is not done by you're planning it on your own. Like you can't just think beforehand, okay, let me do a water fast for maybe 40 days and let me cure myself of cancer. No, you shouldn't do that. You should do it along with your body's support. You need to listen to what your body is telling you. You should just see if your body is ready for that fast. And whenever the body is giving you an instruction or a message that, yes, now I'm ready for a fast, that's the time when you have to go into a longer fast. And that's the time when the body is going to do a major detox and help you get out of the diseased state. So an autophagy is when you start fasting, after 2-3 days, the body starts, when all the food matter which was sitting in your intestines has been cleared up, the body starts eating onto the old matter, or it starts breaking down the old matter, whichever is sitting in your body. And it starts breaking it down and it starts metabolizing it. And slowly it is pushed out through different channels, like the solid waste comes out in the form of through your excretory system, and the liquid waste will come out in the form of urine, and the gaseous waste is going to come out in the form of your breath that you're going to breathe out. So this starts happening when you go onto a longer fast. So, but then you don't have to start doing a long fast without your body's support. So you just need to wait for your for the signal from your body, and then you have to go on to a longer fast. So let's go on to the next point. Right. How to get confidence to not to go for any more tests. Yes, actually, the moment you think like you have something, that there could be something in your health which might not be really okay, usually the doctors, if you go to a doctor, they would suggest you that you go for a biopsy, because without a biopsy they cannot really determine what kind of a cancer it is. And then after they find out what kind of cancer and how fast it's spreading, until they are not able to determine that, they cannot decide what kind of treatment they have to take you through. But then during the biopsy, what happens is they have to cut open the bundle or the package that the body has prepared, and this again allows all the toxic matter to spread through your body. So first, now let's understand what is that bundle. Most of you might know it, but then let me just tell it once again here. Usually our body is very smart enough. What it does is it just collects all the toxic matter, which could be a disturbance in my body, and it just collects it into different bundles and just puts it aside wherever it might not be causing a disturbance to my day-to-day functioning. So these bundles are what? These are the toxic bundles, which are the things that we call them as disease or the cancer bundles. So once you try to cut it open to find out what kind of a toxin is there in it, it can start spreading out into your body again. Then to get it, then to make your body to collect all those toxins again, that is going to be a huge work. So it's better not to go for any test, because any disease, as I told you in Nature Cure, it's only toxins and nothing else. We know that it is only a toxin in the body, and you just need to allow the body to start eliminating the toxins on its own, and you just need to support it through its activity. So when you know the process, this is the process. So it's better not to go for different tests and try to know where we are and how we are. No, basically, like I usually tell my clients, like, whether you have a disease or not, whether you're living the best of the lifestyles or not, whether you're eating the right foods or not, anybody who's following 100% a natural lifestyle also has to leave or has to transform or transition from this life to another one day or the other, right? So why try to just escape what's eventually going to happen? We can only try to support life. We can only try to make life better and easier, and see to it that our day-to-day life is more useful or more filled with quality than trying to think about just trying to give yourself some numbers and see, okay, this is in this stage or no. That's actually going to give you more of fear and more of stress. Instead, just understand, once you are aligned with, once you get into the way that nature has suggested you live in, your body is going to do the right thing, and your body is going to be really thankful for what you're going to do. So it's better not to go into too many tests and get yourself more into confusion. Yeah, it's the same question again. It's very much the repetition of what we spoke just now. The first thing, when you get to know that there's something, there's some tumor or a lump somewhere in your body, you don't need to go and get it checked whether it is cancerous or not. The first thing you need to do is change your lifestyle, change your eating habits, so that the body can start eliminating whatever it is. It can be cancerous, it cannot be cancerous, but then it is toxins and nothing else. And you just need to support the body in helping itself to remove the toxins. So you just don't need to go into too many tests and get yourself into too much of pain and stress because of that. Yeah. Right. So people who are very old and have lost interest in life, so if they have to undergo any type of treatment, how can we help them? So even if with old age people, I would suggest the best is to follow the natural lifestyle, but then I wouldn't really suggest for them to go 100% raw, because they might not be very happy about it. But then try to see to it that they are mostly in living a life in alignment with nature, and give them as much live food as possible and make their life more comfortable. Talk to them, give them enough love, care, and attention, so that they are able to go through their life more happily, instead of going into lots of procedures which might be really painful or harmful for them. So ultimately, everybody, we are all looking for a lot of care, attention, and love, and that's what they also need. So give them that more, and take care of them by giving them the right inputs and helping them to live in more alignment with nature. Yeah. So yes, this is also a very common question that people are worried about. And it is like, is it important to find out the cause of cancer? If it's due to some lifestyle issue, or is it due to the pollutions, or is it due to the radiation, or is it due to the vaccines? Actually, this is, I would usually suggest you don't need to really go into the why, because basically it can be some result of all these together, or it can be a result of any one or two of these reasons. But the best thing is, instead of looking at this, try to see to it now, what can I do from now on to help myself get out of the situation? That is more important. Let's use all our energy and vitality. Let's direct all our energy towards how you can introduce more of natural habits and routines in your lifestyle, so that you can help your body to really start healing itself. And try, give yourself more compassion, give yourself more love, and give yourself enough time, and start investing more time and energy in yourself so that your body can start healing on its own. Yes. And there's one more very major question that very often comes up. Usually when somebody is suffering from cancer, they usually go through a lot of pain. And this is when you can try to get help from the elements of nature. Like different kinds of pains can be managed by getting help from maybe water or from the sun. Like if you have a lot of burning sensation, or if you have a lot of pain in the lump, then you can help yourself by putting a wet pack on the lump. Or you can also go out in the sun. Like every day you can just alternate between getting enough putting wet packs and exposing yourself to the sun also, because the sun's rays also will help the toxins to move out faster. So try to get support from nature. There are different ways that you can get support from nature for pain management. So pain can be managed to an extent, not 100%, because sometimes the pain is actually too high. But before you really go into any of these different ways of which you can help your body to manage the pain, we need to understand why the body is going through that pain. The pain is very often not a sign of something wrong in your body. It is more of a sign that the body is trying to heal itself or do some repair in the body. So whenever the body is doing some repair work, it has to give you information that we are doing something huge. And so you shouldn't be wasting your vitality elsewhere. So it's giving you an information that please do not spend your vitality elsewhere. So whenever there's pain happening, you just need to go into rest mode so that all your energy is saved and focused towards the healing, whatever that's happening, wherever the pain is. So the pain is more of a friend than a foe, first thing. Secondly, the body is very intelligent and smart. It will not give you pain more than what you can bear. So don't fear the pain. Just be there with a state in an equanimous state of mind, and just believe that the body is only trying to heal you. So just try to go through and accept the pain with more of acceptance. And then if still you think that pain is giving you not letting you to be in comfort, then try to get some help from water or sun to alleviate the pain, or maybe the hot pack or a cold pack to help yourself to alleviate the pain. So these are the major questions that I had got, which I thought I'll answer here. And now I can take up any questions that you'd like to give me. Yes, so somebody has raised a hand here. Yes, Mr. Pradeep Shah.
Hello.
Yes. Hello, Mr. Pradeep ji. Tell me.
Yeah, namaskar.
Namaskar.
Nice to see you on the screen and delivering a lecture on most relevant topic today.
Yeah, thank you.
And,
yeah.
So it's a good thing that you are doing it. Now, basically, see, there is a lot of misconception being generated in the cancer, some of them which you have already addressed.
Yeah.
That it is a deadly disease and incurable, and the success rates are very less.
Yeah.
And a lot of the reasons are there, but then a lot of confusions are there, and people resort to all the treatments and spending huge money.
Yeah.
Now, as you said, first thing is, how people don't know whether it is second stage, third stage, fourth stage. Now, what is the test that they tell you for third stage, fourth stage? Then how you carry out that test also becomes important.
Very true.
After eating, if you carry out the test, yes, it's a different thing. And after not eating, when your cells are hungry and then you carry out the test, yes, you will get more, say more spots on your body and say this is third or fourth stage.
Very
so
true.
These are some of the things we have to understand. And secondly, hydration, as you said, what I have found in over a period of years of experience, that enema really works well. So you are hydrating your colon. And
Yeah.
hydrated colon also and helps in removing the toxins within the body. What
Yeah.
happens all of a sudden, then the toxins comes in your colon and they stay there if it is not properly
Eliminated.
hydrated. So I
Yeah.
believe that colon means enema, which you can take it at home,
Yep.
helps gives a much better results.
Yep.
And as you said, yes, I am also of the opinion you should not carry out the test, rather resort to the nature science and
Right.
build up your willpower and your inner patience. That is
Yeah.
the real remedy.
Very true.
Yes, there are so many treatments and pathies and herbs and so many things available. Yes, one can try for that because it's a psychological game also being played around.
Yes.
Yes, maybe somebody feels this herbs is going to work or this is going to work and so many things.
Yeah.
But the nature equation, if one has understood nature equation and he stays close sync with the nature, so
Very true.
that's a great thing. I mean, instead of resorting to medicines or even herbs and so many things.
Very true.
Nice explanation and good thing. So I
Thank
hope somebody is getting benefited because we have cured so many patients merely by fasting. Major thirst is on the fasting. But
Yeah.
as you said, the person has to get tuned up for fasting.
Yes.
Once he is tuned up with the fasting and if fasting becomes a natural phenomena for him, then it really gives a result.
Yeah, that's how body works basically.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
another thing, what you were told of resting, yes,
Yes.
resting the physical body, resting the digestive system, and resting the mind.
Yeah.
And mind is the real disaster. I believe once a person is got diseased and it's 24/7 impact on the body.
Yeah.
So yes, positive affirmations and thinking and so many things really works.
Yeah.
So that's a
Yes.
great thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for your inputs. They were really very, very helpful. And
I
thank you
believe
so
that
much for
enema part, really gives much better results.
I did not really give much
Mhm.
weightage to that part, but yes, I can talk a little bit more on this about what as per nature cure. Basically, yes, constipation is the beginning point from where a disease has started. So helping the colon to really start getting more active is the best thing.
Yeah.
And that I believe hydration can start doing. And the best way of hydration to me is to start hydrating from the top. And enema, I usually suggest when somebody is constipated for a day or two. Unless until then, I prefer, like I usually suggest that allow the body to start eliminating on its own. Yes, there are many people who really suggest that you have to take enema every day. But what I personally suggest is I suggest that the body has to start eliminating on its own. So you need to only hydrate it and the muscles in your colon will start pushing out the toxins on their own. And yes, if you are constipated for a day or two, yes, please go ahead and take the enema because that will help to get the movement happening again. Yes. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. So I will answer the next question. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Sita Swati.
Yes,
I have
Sita.
a question.
Hi, Sita. Yeah.
Hi, Swati. Actually, I have a question on fasting.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm noticing after practicing fasting,
Yep.
I want to know what is the right way to break the fasting.
Yeah,
Because
very good
every
question.
time when I have something like some watery fruits or anything, whatever, in juice or tender coconut,
Yeah.
it is actually it is coming out actually.
Yes. This shows that the body is not yet ready to start processing or start metabolizing whatever you're eating. So
Okay.
it's better to give yourself a little bit of rest again and then start to have something. Initially, if the water is not being retained, then just go for something like more of a denser fruit.
Okay.
Yeah, like a apple or maybe a very ripe banana, because that again starts helping your body to start the digestive process. But it's always good to rest your system first, because when the body is not retaining anything, that shows that the body does not want to start the digestive process for that moment. So you can just go on the fast for a little bit longer before you break your fast. And breaking the fast, it's always best done with any juicy fruit. The best way is like go have a look at all the fruits and see what is appealing to you. because that would be the right fruit for you for that moment. So
Okay.
whichever fruit is appealing to you at that moment is the best way to break your fast with.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Swati.
You're welcome. So there's a question here who asked, like, without tests, are you able to read that the patient's body is carrying toxins called cancer, or do you treat all toxins similarly without naming them as cancer or some other disease? Yes, actually, this is what I personally do. I don't want to, when people come to me, they ask me like, do I need to get a test done? I usually suggest to them, whether you are going to get a test done or not, for me, the protocol is going to be the same. The protocol is just follow, just change your lifestyle, get more in alignment with nature, change the way you have been eating, try to look into your emotional health, and that's enough, and that itself will start you to help heal from any type of disease, because all diseases are nothing but different stages of the toxic accumulation which has been happening over the years. So you just need to start supporting your body and giving it the right inputs and the right environment, and the body starts healing from whatever discomfort or disease that it is facing. So you don't really, that is the reason why I keep saying that you don't really need to go into any tests. As per nature, like basically your body keeps giving you different signals from time to time. Whenever it is going through some discomfort, from day one, from the day you were born, your body has been giving you proper signals about discomfort or any toxic matter that's in your body. But the thing is, with time, over the years, since the pharmaceutical companies have come in, and since you have been more educated towards, okay, any symptom you are having and you need to go for a pill, since this culture has come in, we have actually stopped listening to our bodies. And this is the reason why we tend to overlook or not look at at the signals that our body is giving us. And we just need to listen to our body, and you can know that your body is not in a very comfortable state, and you just need to start giving it the right inputs. That's it. It's as simple as that. So we categorize all diseases in one category, and that is only toxemia and nothing else. Yes, so there's another question here. Yeah, if somebody has had cancer since last 5 years and the weight has gone down, how to improve weight? I would always suggest people to not look at the weight, because the weight is just a byproduct. The main thing you need to focus on is your health. You just need to take the right inputs and just see how you're feeling from inside, and try to work on your health or building up your health or your weight by trying to do some physical activities where you're using your arms and legs, so that the muscles build up on their own. Because the weight that you're going to improve is going to be only through the muscles that you're going to build. So you don't need to really look towards building great muscles like just any cinema heroes out there. You just need to build lean muscles that you need for your daily functioning. For whatever work you need to do, you just need some strength. And for that, you need to build a little bit of muscle strength in your body. So just do some yoga. There's a very good, if you really learn proper yoga, you can develop your own body muscles with the help of your body weight. So even that is enough. So don't look at the weight, just look at how you're feeling from inside. That is more important than what your weight is, because whatever weight you have lost was only the toxic matter or the diseased part or the unwanted tissues or cells that the body has removed. So it will take its own time to build up. You just need to give your body that time to start building up on its own. The body, whenever it is ready to build up, it will start building up. You just need to keep listening to what your body is saying, and you just need to support it with that. And the body will start building up when it is ready to do it. Yes, so let me look at the other questions here. Yeah, for kids, how can we introduce fasting? The best way is to start with, Sunita Singh has asked this question. You can start with just introducing the intermittent fasting. That is, stop eating from the time of the sun has gone down, and allow them to start eating maybe at 8 in the morning. So that is like 14 hours of gap. So begin with that. So this way the child can get into the habit of giving itself a gap between two meals, and slowly, whenever needed, whenever the child is going through some discomfort, you can introduce, you can just suggest that he or she can miss a meal. So this again will get them into the habit of fasting for small time gaps, and this will further lead them into getting into the practice of fasting with time. Yes, and the next question is more about vital. Can you suggest, there's Veena here who's asked me, can you suggest books to understand more about vital economy? For now, you can start with the book Life Natural. No, wait. Well, I'll just suggest a couple of books soon. There's a book by Ganesh Sharma or Ganesh Sharma. Practical Nature Cure. Yeah, the Practical Nature Cure. That's a very good book. You can start with that. That can explain. That can really help you understand what is vital economy and what is basically nature cure. So you can try to get that book. So what can a daily routine be for a person who has lots of toxins, and how to help them? Yeah, Shakuntala has asked this question. The routine, as I told you, is you have to introduce the nature, elements of nature in your routine as much as possible, like going out in the sun, walking in the garden, walking barefoot in the soil, and breathing a lot of fresh air, being around a lot of greenery, and eating living foods like fruits and vegetables, and stop eating by evening, so that you give your body a good rest all through the night, and sleep well. Whenever the body is showing you signs of tiredness or signs of getting tired, you can just go to sleep or rest yourself. And whenever you feel energetic enough, please do some physical activity so that the body is able to move the toxins also. So this is what you need to basically get into your routine every day.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, welcome. And should we go for tumor markers? No, please, even they are useless, because only if you're going to allow toxins to be accumulated in your body, you are going to get into any kind of disease state. So just look into improving your lifestyle instead of going and trying to look for what tumor markers your body might be carrying. So we don't need to. Weight loss, yeah, being active is more important. The weight loss you have to overlook, because the weight loss is anyway going to happen. Yeah. So now there's Madhavi would like to ask a question. Yeah, yes, Madhavi Barot, can you ask a question?
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
I want to know that would you suggest eating fruits or juicing?
Fruits,
which is better?
Eating is always better. Eating is always better. And juicing is what I would suggest only when you're getting bored of eating, or when your body is not in a very good state where it can do more of digestion work, is when you can try to go for juices. Otherwise, eating is always the best thing to do. Yeah, and next there's Bhavna here who'd like to ask a question. Yes, Bhavna, you can ask the question. Yeah, are you there? Okay, I can just go on to somebody else who would like to ask a question here. How do we know our body is completely detoxed from major disease? Yes, this is a very good question from Rakesh. How do we know if the body is completely detoxed from major disease? Once you start listening to your body, once you start changing your lifestyle and getting more in alignment with nature, you will see that the body starts to give you different signs. Constantly, the body is giving you different signs and signals. And once you start getting in tune, like tuned up with your own body, you will always keep understanding what's going on. And when your body has actually gotten over the disease, you will be able to feel disease free, and the vitality that you're going to feel, the energy that you're going to feel. And when you see that the body has again started building up, and you will feel really peaceful, very calm, and centered and happy. And you are going to be able to face any issues that are happening in your life with more equanimity. So all these are going to be the signs which are going to let you know that you have been, you have gotten over the diseases in your body. Yeah. So there's another question here from Ruki. Aren't juices more hard to digest than the fruit itself, since the fruit has fibers? Yes, yes, very true. And it becomes more concentrated in the nutrients. And when you're juicing, you might be consuming more fruits than while you're eating. So eating is always the best thing to do. Yeah, so there's another question coming up here. May I know, do we have recording available of your session? Yeah, we might just keep it available for some time, or I might just, it will be available for some time.
Hi, Swati. Can you hear me?
Yeah, hi. I
Hello.
can hear you. Yes.
Hi, this is Bhavna. So
Yes,
I have wrote
hi,
my
Bhavna.
question in chat box. I just wanted to
Okay.
know.
Yeah. You were asking me about the recording availability.
No, not the
Okay.
recording
Okay,
availability.
just read out the question to me, please, because I don't.
Yeah. So we just at the beginning stage
Yeah.
of breast cancer, can
Uh-huh.
anyone go for operation first and then after that can follow the natural care, or is it really required the operation at the age of 62, or
I would.
else it can be cured by the natural
Yes.
theory?
Actually, it can be cured by the natural ways. Going for a surgery at 62 can be more painful. And but again, as I told in the beginning, the person who's going through the issue has to take the decision. The decision should not be mine or yours. The decision has to be taken by the person who is facing that health issue, because their comfort level is more important. If they are aligned with what nature has to offer, then it's going to be a easy journey. It's going to be a smoother journey. But if they are not really aligned with what with the lifestyle change and the food habit change, then this could become a more of a mental strain for them. So you just need to explain to them, and then you need to find out from them if they are okay to follow the natural protocol. And if they are really okay to follow the natural protocol, then there's nothing better than that. It's always way much better than operating or getting into any kind of intervention that the other pathies will offer you.
But as per you, at 62 age, when the tumor is found approx by 8 months old,
Yeah.
so how much time it will take to get cured by changing the
Lifestyle
food
and
habit?
habits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very often it takes around 6 months to 2 years, depending on what kind of health issue the person is facing. But it's never less than that. So you just have to follow this lifestyle for a long time, but you will start seeing lots of improvements, and you'll start seeing lots of benefits. So that will be guiding you. That will be your major guiding point, and that will also start making you feel more comfortable, and you can just go on. And whenever the body has completely detoxed, you will start feeling that you can actually, the body will give you some signs with which you can understand that you are fully detoxed.
But as per doctor and the reports, doctor says you should go for the operation as soon as possible because it's
I know.
breast part. So
Yeah,
can it will be?
Yeah, usually the doctor suggests like that because see, this is what their education is all about. This is what they have been taught. So they just don't know anything better than that. That's why they suggest this. And they also know that usually people don't change their living habits or their eating habits. And just because you're not going to stop the inputs, you're not going to stop the reasons for which you have got the health issue. then obviously the body is not going to be able to solve the issue. So this is what they understand, and this is why they suggest operation. But we need to understand that the way we have been living all these years, the way we have been eating all these years, has resulted in this kind of a health issue. And the moment we are going to change, the body is immediately going to start healing itself. So you just have to be clear in your mind about which protocol you want to follow. Because according to me, it's more important whether whichever path you want to follow, it has to be 100% from your own understanding, and it has to be from your own choice and will. And only then you are going to be able to do this with more of peace and equanimity. And then it's going to be more beneficial for you.
I actually asked doctor about the natural cure, naturopathy, and but he suggested that has not been proven as per the allopathy. So because it's not proven, you should not go for it and all. So I was
Right.
like, I asked for the reason as well. What is the reason? Because all other rest of the reports are very much normal, and there is no diabetes, no blood pressure she has. So why this was happened with her?
Yeah.
So his replies like her bad luck.
Okay.
So I said it should not be the reason, as the bad luck is there. The person had a cancer or something like that. And if it is a bad luck, so it should not recognize within 8 months
I can understand.
for me. So I
Yeah.
just wanted to know whether we can go ahead for the operation, or it can be go for the chemo, or it's better to wait for 2 years or 6 months. Because after 6 months, if we came to know if it will get increased, or if it harm other body part, or it gets spread in the body.
Once you're going to follow the natural protocols, it is not going to, initially, it is going to increase a little bit because the body is still in the mode of collecting the toxins. But with time, it starts reversing and it starts healing also. So you don't really need to worry like after 6 months of being on natural lifestyle, it's going to get worse or it's going to start spreading here and there. No, it doesn't happen. The body, nature's rules are very, very clear and clean. The minute you're going to give it the right inputs, it is going to do the right thing by trying to start removing things which are not needed. It's as simple as that. So whatever complication you might be seeing, it is always the body trying to detox only. So you just need to support it. That's all. So you don't really need to fear. You just have to trust nature, because we are no less part of nature than anybody else, any other living being. So just trust nature, because nature knows the best and your body also knows the best. So just follow this routine and lifestyle, and you'll see that life is going to be more easier this way than by going into surgery or chemo. Yeah, so anybody else has any question here? There's one more question here from Rakesh. Will there be any loss of bone density and strength of muscle during detox process? How can we regain muscle strength naturally? Yes, that's a very good question. Sometimes, yes, people do go through bone density, the loss of bone density and muscles. But this is why I keep saying you need to, whenever you feel that you have some energy in you, you have to practice some movement. You have to get into some kind of a movement so that the muscles are not getting lost completely. The muscles are still in use and still intact. So try to practice some kind of a natural movement routine. Like I suggest yoga usually, because I think that's the easiest and the most comfortable, because anybody can do it you can start from any stage of physical state. You just have to slowly start and develop or improve your strength and your flexibility. So that's how you can actually retain your bone density and your muscles also. Yes. So any other question now? So I think I have covered all the questions asked by everybody here. So if anybody has any more questions.
Can I ask?
Yes.
Hi, ma'am. I've got the
Hi.
treatment done, and I have changed the lifestyle also completely with the food, exercise, nature, sun gazing, sunbathing, everything.
Yeah.
But on hormone therapy, so there's a lot of like weight loss. I see. Is it because of the bones getting weaker with the hormone therapy, or with the nature cure? I can skip the hormones therapy. What would you recommend? Like, can I leave?
Actually, I don't know much about hormone therapy because what I understand is introducing anything from outside, if that is what they do in hormone therapy, it's actually not natural because the body can produce its own hormones. So always following the natural path is the best because the hormones being produced by your own organs are going to be of more use to the body than introducing something from outside.
No, it's not like it's controlling and managing not to produce estrogen. Therapy is not to produce estrogen. So if I go completely natural, it's a food-based diet, plant-based, whole food diet, intermittent fasting, everything I'm doing. But I'm not sure whether I can skip this hormone therapy or not because I came to know of lately that your path is there. Otherwise, my surgery and treatment I would have not taken up. But when I've taken up that now.
You can still give up on it because as I told you, the body is very intelligent and nature is all supportive. 100% support is given you by nature. You don't need any other support after that, basically. So you can easily give up on the hormone therapy. Yes, and the weight loss, whatever protocol you're going to follow, like especially with nature cure, the weight loss is inevitable because the body is going to eliminate the toxins and that is going to be showed in the weight loss that you're going through.
But slowly and gradually it will come up.
It will come up, but it will not come up to exactly the weight you may be having before. But it will
equilibrium it will reach.
Yes, it will be enough to cover your skeleton and to give you a good structure, and you will look fit and fine.
Okay.
And I think that is more important than more bulk.
Agreed. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah. And nature gives you the best, so you can trust nature.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, one question, Mr. Pradeep Shah. One question.
Yes, Mr. Pradeep ji.
Yeah, see, basically, I have come across one small child of 2.5 years, and doctor is saying that she is suffering from blood cancer. So it was very much surprising and shocking to me. Listen, that a 2.5-year child is suffering.
Yep.
Doctors have given the treatment till 4 years, and now they say now they can't do anything. Now they are helpless.
Yeah.
So this is a real worrisome problem. I believe it's going so rampant. Every building, and chances are there, every building you have a cancer patient. The situations are there. Some patients, some said in his building there are 3 cancer patients. So
yeah, it's becoming very common now.
It's going rampantly increasing, and awareness of this is very much required.
Very true.
And since somebody is earning a lot from it, their treatments obviously will be much different than the nature.
Yep.
And what you have been emphasizing, the intelligence of the almighty nature has to be considered.
Yes.
And that is the most intelligent thing and the selfless thing.
Exactly.
You can use it as a tool to cure yourself.
Yes.
And so this is what I'm trying to say, whether it's a 2.5-year child or a 70, 80 years, or at any age, this cancer is now growing up and everybody is concerned. But changing the diet basically makes a big difference, and lifestyle, yes, a lot of stress and animosity and so many emotions are there.
Yeah.
So those things are growing, and in the money-based economy, I believe money is becoming more important than anything else, and that is the root cause of all the problem. It's all money-based economy. So that is going real causing all the problems here and there.
Yes.
So now detoxifying a 2.5-year child, obviously 4-year right now, she is 4 years, then yes, we have suggested him whatever to do, but then it's really pity and painful situation. Actually,
but there are these days I can see that there are lots of children suffering from lots of health issues, and very much they are just the result of the chemical inputs that we allow to happen with the kids in the name of vaccines and stuff. because otherwise a child who is just born a couple of years before could not have done so much of damage to itself by its own lifestyle or its own eating habits.
One of the, since we are talking on this topic, one of the things, which has been heavily emphasized
Yep.
is the toxins in the chemicals on the fruits and vegetables and the all.
Yep.
Yes, it is right, but still it is a better option compared to
It is
all
a
the
better
other
option.
stuff that you're using.
Very true.
So this is
Very
what we have to emphasize, that fruits and vegetable, despite all the odds which is to an extent it's true also, but you may not get 100%, but still you may get 70, 80%, 60%. Still you are on the plus side. And here
Exactly.
almost it's almost near 5-10%, and if that is also treated with chemicals and so many, right, that is negative. So don't go for the negative. Go with positive 50-60% plus. That is also a good thing. So this is what we have to understand, because fruits are so many. अरे इसमें तो ये होता है, वो होता है, chemicals आता है, so many things. Yes, I said you are right. Nothing is organic is available, nothing fruitful, but still it is a better option. Go for regional, seasonal, and easily available in the market. That is the best thing. Don't try to buy costly fruits and vegetables, off-season things.
Yes.
So this is what you should do it. So it was nice. We enjoyed really.
Thank you so much, Pradeep ji, for your inputs, because they're also very, very useful inputs that you've given here. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So yes, how harmful is radiation therapy? Anything which is not natural is going to be an obstruction in your body's healing process. So it's always better not to resort to any of these unnatural ways of trying to heal yourself, because the body can heal itself. Just allow it to heal on its own. So it's as simple as that. So this was my answer to Rashmi's question here about how harmful is radiation therapy. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Ruki, for...
Hello. Yeah, I just wanted to know how much water should one intake daily?
Yes, that's a very good question. See, as long as you have just transitioned from a normal 3-cooked meal diet to 100% raw diet, initially you have to take 2 liters minimum of water every day to help the body to move the toxic matter. Basically, the hydration is not going to happen with this water that you're going to drink, but this water is only going to help the body to move the solid matter which is obstructing in your system. But with time when you have started eating lots of fruits and vegetables, the body will start hydrating. And after some time, you will realize that actually your body is hydrated enough wherein it does not need any more extra plain water. Then you can actually start bringing down your water intake. And then you just can listen to your body and drink only when you are thirsty.
Again,
can we have
yeah.
vegetable juices? Vegetable juices also?
Yeah, ashgod juice is highly alkaline, so it's a very good support when you are trying to heal yourself. So vegetable juices also can be taken, but then just see to it that they have more palatable kind of vegetables and not just every vegetable that's available around.
Yeah, but can we add some grapes along with that and some greens together?
For some flavor. I do that sometimes to make it more palatable.
Right.
Yeah, it's okay. Yes. But then I also tell you at the same time that you need to listen to your body once you have combined certain things. And after taking it, if your body is not really happy, it is going to show you signs of discomfort. And that is when you need to understand that you should not be combining things. If your body is able to take it and without any discomfort, the body is comfortable processing it, then you can always combine different kinds of categories of foods.
Yeah, more
but right now,
yeah,
I am on only one cooked meal that is very light, no grains, and just steamed potato. Sometimes I like to take, and not much of, but one cooked meal in the evening around 5 juices, vegetable juices and fruits throughout the day. I'm having optimum level of energy, though I'm 76 years old. I do my exercise also in the morning and
awesome. Super.
That way all is going very well.
Awesome. Sounds
so
really
I
great.
feel energy is quite a lot.
Ah,
Thank you.
that's really good. That's really good.
I'm
very
really,
happy for
I'm
you.
really enjoying the journey and have a passion for creativity. That also I do, So
Superb.
I feel very joyful all the time.
Awesome. Awesome. And this is what this is the state that we all want to reach, right? And this
Yeah.
is what I say, like when you're healing, this is where you're trying to reach, where you are always joyful, where you are able to face the world, face the life situations in a state of equanimity, instead of really getting bogged down with what life has to offer you.
Yeah, Mr. Pradeep Shah, since you are
Yes.
talking of water, why don't you talk of the alkalinity of the water, pH value of the water, because
Yeah. Yes, yes,
that
yes.
also is required.
Yeah. The water that we drink also has to be of well sourced, because the water from the RO, the alkalinity is not really good. It is more of acidic nature because all its minerals have been robbed off. So it's always good to try to, like what I do is I try to put the water which have been filtered, because the groundwater here is not really that good. So I try to put it in mud pots or in copper pots. And sometimes people also introduce a couple of lemon drops to make it more alkaline. Or people add sometimes some herbs like tulsi or pieces of cucumber to make it more alkaline, and then they drink the water. That way the water becomes more suitable for your body than the water that you get from the reverse osmosis machinery. So,
Yeah,
the
that-
quality
According to me, I put the copper plate, we have a copper sheet, which I put in
which
the
you
matka.
introduced.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
structured
also
water.
good.
So I make the water structured,
Awesome,
basically.
awesome. So that's also a very good way of improving the quality of your water.
So no need to buy a costly Kangen water unit and so.
No, you don't need to.
Yeah,
Nature,
that
you
is
can, yeah, see, there's another way you can make the water more energized. That is, just place the water in glass bottles, cover it with a cloth, and put it out there in the nature where it gets all the sunlight. So let the sunlight enter the water. That again will start producing life in water, and then you can drink that water. So that water also is equally good, or maybe better than other kinds of water. So you don't need to really buy any expensive kinds of water. You just need to nature has offered you everything for free. So you don't really need to spend much on things like that. So thank you so much, Pradeep ji, for bringing up the right points at the right time. Yes.
Thank you so much for the lovely information you gave everyone.
Thank you.
You gave your gift of your time to us.
Thank
We
you.
really appreciate.
Thank
And God
you.
bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for having listened to my talk. And I hope this session was of some benefit to you. So try to align yourself with nature. And I think that would be the best thing to do. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Swati.
Hema. Yeah, thank you, Hema, for initiating this. Thank you so much. Yeah. I'll stop.
Can we contact you if we want to? Is there any way we can reach you?
Yeah, sure. Why not? You can. You want me to share my phone number?
Yes, please. That will be of great help.
Yeah, I'll do that here. Yeah, so that's my phone number. So you can just make note of that. And if you just send me a message on WhatsApp, I can share more details of my. So if you can share, if you can just WhatsApp, send me a message on WhatsApp on this number, I can share more details where you can try to know more about what I do and how. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Swati.
Yeah. Thank you.
I think most of the questions are covered. If there is anything else, we'll ping you.
Yes, sure. And this is the name of my website. You can also look through this, antahasatva.com.
Swati, can you tell us the ratio of cooked and raw vegetables?
Cooked and raw vegetables. You can keep the cooked very least, just for the sake of the taste, and 100% raw is the best. And if you still want to add a little bit cooked, let it be just maybe 5% or 10% and not more than that.
Oh my, that's too much. I have night food, cooked food, but only
Yeah.
vegetarian, of course.
Yeah, but then try to see to it that you at least have it in the evening and not at night.
Night means dinner.
Yeah, but dinner
Today I've
you
not
should
had my
finish.
food.
You should finish your dinner even before the sun has gone down, so that the digestion is complete before you go to bed.
Uh-huh.
So that way it will not be much of a burden on your system. And yes, try to keep it as less as possible, because the more cooked it's going to be, the more extra effort your body will have to put on the digestion part.
But you know, the raw food, teeth gets affected, and we can't, it gets stuck into the gums and all. So much a problem.
You just need to improve your tooth health also by trying to use some natural herbal sticks, or maybe
I use neem stick, and I use that some herbal tooth powder.
yeah, so neem sticks are enough, or sometimes even oil pulling helps in keeping your gum health better. But with time, once you have really gotten onto the raw food lifestyle, your system will improve and you may not even need the neem stick or anything else, because once your system is alkalized, when the body stops giving up any acidic fumes into your mouth, then your teeth is not going to be damaged anymore.
What I would like to say is, as I say, first 3 morsels or 4 morsels of raw food, it's okay. The moment I continue, it starts sticking in and cutting the gums, and then I can't eat further.
Then try to cut the fruits, the vegetables in such a way that you don't really have to go much into the chewing part. Like the harder the vegetables, you can try to grate them into smaller pieces, so that it's not more of a issue in chewing.
That's what I do. Then sometimes I'll put it in the mixer.
Instead, you can try to stick to more of fruits then, if this is an issue for you.
Very costly, everything is.
Whatever is in season will not be costly. Just try to look around. Just go to the market. You can see whatever fruit that's flooded around. That will be in season, and those fruits will very often not be that expensive.
No, I see mango season. It's very expensive, mango.
Well, here where I live,
Where do you live?
I live in Arcot, which is in Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
And for now, the mangoes that we buy are 80 rupees a kilo.
Oh, that's all. Oh my.
Yeah. So basically, you just need to know how to source from the farmers themselves. I think that way it's you can get the cheaper.
Okay, how do you get over with the pesticides and chemicals in the vegetables and fruits?
Wash them well.
How
and
do you
try
wash
to.
them?
I wash them only with water. And sometimes if I think like for the grapes and all, I try to use some warm water and scrub them well 3 or 4. I change the water 3-4 times, and that's it. This is what I do. Sometimes I also put some lemon in the water to just get a feel that I'm trying to remove the chemicals as much as possible.
But what about the leafy vegetables?
Leafy vegetables, I prefer to grow them on my own, and I would suggest you also, if you have some space in your house, if you have a gallery or a terrace or any little space, try to grow your own greens, because the greens have lots of chemicals in them, because people put lots of pesticides and maybe some fertilizers to help them grow faster and sell them faster. So it's better to grow them on your own. And it's easy to grow. They grow very easily. You just need to have some grow bags with some cocoa peat in it, and you can soil, and you can just put the seeds and they start growing. And once they are of a certain size, you can just take them and sow seeds again. So it's better to grow your own greens, and it's easy also. It's not that difficult.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or you can just try to source. You can try to source some. Where are you from? Like, are you living in the city?
Bangalore.
Yeah, in Bangalore, there are lots of places from where you can actually get some microgreens and things like that, which are actually organic. So that should not be a problem.
Ma'am, one question.
Yes.
I am suffering from IBS. So do you think for me eating salad is should be avoided for some time, or
initially you can just go with what your body says. If you have eaten, like if you feel like eating a salad, have a salad. and just see how your body feels. If your body feels bloated, if you really feel discomfort, then if you want, you can wait for some more time and go on with fruits, and then you can transition to salads. But basically, if you feel the bloating even after you've eaten the salad, the discomfort is only more for your benefit than it's trying to trouble you. It's actually trying to soak up the old matter. And so when it starts soaking up and when it starts bloating or spreading up, you are going to feel the bloating. So it's only
But ma'am, my problem is not the constipation, it's loose motions.
loose
So
motions.
even in that case, yes, yes.
Yeah. Then it's initially for some days you will still be facing some loose motions, but with time the body will start controlling it. But if you think it's a discomfort for you, then it's better to stick to fruits until the body has become strong enough, or the intestines have become strong enough to tackle the vegetables also.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
And
so
in my
the
case,
idea-
what do you think?
The idea
Sorry?
is listen to the body. That is the mantra. Always listen to your body. Whenever you have eaten something, just see how your body is reacting to it. If the body is feeling comfortable with it, then you can just go on with it. If the body is going to give you more of loose bowel movements, then you can just wait for some more time before you start eating that thing again.
Thank you, Swati. Thank you, Hima.
Welcome.
And coconut water is okay to have?
Yeah, you can have coconut water. Coconut water is good.
As much as one wants?
I would suggest 1 or 2 coconuts a day, and not every single day. But it's okay to have maybe 4 or 5 days a week, but not all through the year like that. Because anyway,
and the meat of the coconut should be consumed or no?
Yeah, why not? You can. It's a package. It's part of the package, so it's okay.
Can we not have coconut along with the salad?
You can have. Just see to it that the quantity of coconut is not too high, but having a little bit of coconut with your salad is very much okay, because your body needs a little bit of fat also.
And in cooking also we use coconut.
When you eat coconut, introduce coconut in your cooked food, then you better add the coconut after the cooking has been done, so that it's fat and it's not the vitamins and nutrients are not destroyed, and it is still in a healthy state for you. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Too many questions we are asking you.
So welcome. Thank you so much. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here.
Thank you for all your time. Really, really appreciate. Dil se thank you. Dil se.
Thank you so much. Thank you.